Good evening, people. This is Clarissa Williams coming at you live again. I'm going to pick back up. Yesterday was Martin Luther King's birthday, so I actually decided to take a break. But today we going to get back at it. And I'm going to pick up because one of my videos, someone didn't like it. That's all I can say about it. And I'm going to get back into these videos because once again, my case, DSS case, should have been closed on December 11th, 2021. It should have been closed. So I don't even know why they are still trying to take me to trial. I've been framed due to falsification of documents, fraud, forgery, perjury, and they still trying to come after me. And my daughter's coming back home, and everyone responsible is going to jail. So let's get into it. Remember Haley Rodgers put in this document, affidavit of reasonable efforts, that DSS did not have prior knowledge of this family prior to the removal of the minor child. Okay, remember she said that? And the judges didn't read this document and said that they did make reasonable efforts when we know they did not. Notice all three of those judges lied. Dunbar, Tiffany, and Conitz, whatever. So look, here's the proof that Haley did speak with me. Here's the email. Look at that. You can see it. November the 10th. Haley, I wanted to follow up with you to see if you would like to come back. Please let me back. The next day. Hi, Clarissa. I will be back in the office tomorrow and can call you then. Thank you. Look. So, down on here, emailed her back and said, tomorrow the AC guy will be out from 11 to 1 and Nadia gets out of school tomorrow at 1:30. Can we meet one day next week? She responded back, yes, ma'am. I will give you a call tomorrow. When I look at my schedule, we can put something on the calendar. Look, she did not know me. Then look, sounds good. Talk to you then. That was me to her. So you didn't know me, Miss Lady. This is a compulsive liar, people. This lady's nothing but a compulsive liar. So now we know. In DSS, you know. So this is the letter that I sent to Pamela Bryant in Constituent Services. I told you that I called my Senator Tim Scott and told him the situation. He didn't like it. So he was like, we're going to make some phone calls because we're on the federal level and make sure she calls you back. Good morning, Pam. I have attached several documents for your review proving that the investigator, Haley Rodgers, is responsible for my daughter being illegally removed from my custody by ex parte order on December the 14th. Haley knowingly committed perjury on December the 13th when she asked Judge Dunbar for the illegal ex parte order. Haley stated in the complaint for removal that DSS received the case on December the 3rd, knowing DSS received the case on or before October 27th. She attempted to make it appear to Judge Dunbar as if DSS had recently received the case. In addition, she stated she had no knowledge of the family and that she made reasonable efforts to avoid removal of my daughter, which is not true. Haley should have placed my daughter with a relative while conducting her investigation. Haley stated in the complaint for removal that she had no knowledge of the family prior to the ex parte order being issued, knowing she met with me and my daughter on November the 3rd, 2021, and she and I communicated via email on November the 11th. The day the ex parte was issued, the case had been open 47 days and therefore should have never been issued. Haley was hoping no one would discover what she did. Haley Rodgers failed to complete her investigation within the time frame the law allows, which is 45 days. Haley Rodgers falsified documents, changed dates, perjured herself, and made untruthful statements while under oath in order to obtain a legal ex parte order. I'm not going to get all up in this, but it says Dr. Melville's opinions and accusations were wrong. But this is what it is right here. Pamela Bryant, I sent her, look, and the doctor's visit, okay, for a doctor specialist that she had to see. So Miss Bryant knows what's going on, and I'm sure when my senator called over there, Michael Leach was aware as well. Once again, sweeping it under the rug like he always does, turning a blind eye and a deaf ear. But this man needs to come out of office. Too many people out that position. Too many people, judges, attorneys, caregivers are complaining about this man. And I don't understand why he's still there. I mean, we need somebody in charge that's going to make sure these people follow the General Assembly laws and stop breaking laws and stop kidnapping people's children. Because when you don't follow the law regarding removal of children, you're breaking it. That's called kidnapping, because the law told you couldn't do it, and that's what it's called, kidnapping in Greenville County, South Carolina. So we're going to move on. So we know Haley's a compulsive liar. Now, let's look at this. This is called a determination fact sheet. This is the facts that they say they found when they indicated me or found me guilty of physical abuse. Now, we're going to read this. Look, medical neglect. Now, how could it be medical neglect and physical abuse if you're saying I take her to the doctor too often? That means she's getting medical care. Medical neglect is when you fail to get medical care or health care. So that one shouldn't even be on there. So I mean, for you to put that down there, that just shows how incompetent you are. There's no way possible it could be both. Okay, the agency became involved with the family on November the 3rd due to allegations of the mother, Clarissa Williams, taking a minor child, Nadia, to 15 different physicians and 11 different specialists due to their belief that the child is sick with infection from parasites. Despite being told that the child has no type of infection, the mother continued to take the child to different professionals. A straight lie. Dr. Melville don't know nothing about my daughter. He has never talked to her primary care physician. So how can he say something like this, okay? Now, they're saying from February 19 to October 21. That's almost 2 years. So it's 24 months and 2 years. So when you divide 15 different physicians into that, what is that? 6 times a year? Going to the doctor 6 times a year, that's unusual. And it don't make a difference if your doctor know you sick. Okay, so let's look at that. No type of infection. Now look, I took Nadia to a doctor. I don't want to reveal his name. And we're going to get into this. They got it. DSS got a copy of this. Sure do. Now, I told you Dr. John Melville ain't nothing but a big fat liar. And he quotes section code laws. He doesn't follow them. He make his own definition of physical abuse and medical neglect. I'm going to show them to you. I told you they work together. So whatever this man says, they roll with it. But I'm going to prove him a liar, and I want his license taken too, because you a liar. Okay, now let's read here. History suggests parasitic infestation, most likely larva migrants with ocular involvement. We kept having these things in our eyes that were coming out, both of us. My eyes used to bleed, and I had scratches all on my eyes, and nobody could tell me why. Then one of my eyes became, I'm just going to be honest, it was crooked for a while, and people thought I had a stroke. So this man, it says, symptoms persist after treatment with albendazole. That's a broad-spectrum anti-parasitic medication. I recommend it. Follow up with tropical disease specialist for further investigation and management. Mother agrees with the plan. She has the same symptoms as her daughter and requests infectious disease specialists that can see both children and adults. I sure did. Parasitic infestation. This man is from another country. He's familiar with parasites, okay? So he suggested 2 different facilities we go to. One was in, I forgot where it was, but I know one was in Florida. But he did say MUSC wouldn't be able to figure it out. He did say that Duke may be able to figure it out, but he knew 2 places that he knew would figure it out. But South Carolina doesn't have a tropical disease specialist, so we were stuck like Chuck. So once again, Ms. Haley and Dr. John Melville, your little collaboration didn't work. Busted again. Okay, so let's move on. So now we're going to actually get to something else. We're going to move on down. We're going to move on down to which one I want to move to now. Now, I never knew I was under investigation. I found this out too, like I always do. 63-7-920, investigations and case determination. The department must furnish to parents or guardians on a standardized form the following information as soon as reasonably possible after commencing the investigation. The names of the investigator, the allegations being investigated, whether the person's name has been recorded by the department as a suspected perpetrator of abuse or neglect. What else it says in here? The right to inspect department records concerning this investigation, statutory and family court remedies available to complete the investigation and to protect the child if the parent or guardian or subject of the report indicates their refusal to cooperate, how often provided by the parent or guardian may be, how information provided by the parent or guardian may be used, the possible outcomes of the investigation. That's pretty much it. Now, I never knew I was under investigation. I met with Haley on November the 1st. Me and my daughter, I met her at a Waffle House. My daughter met her at a Taco Bell. So when you look on here, the agency became involved with the family on November the 3rd You didn't become involved with us, baby. You interviewed us. We sat down and we talked, and I told you when we met that I had that paper showing that Nadia had parasites and our symptoms, and I showed you pictures. So you tried to be deceptive again and say the agency became involved with the family instead of saying I met and interviewed the family on November the 3rd. This lady is nothing but a liar. This has been going on too long. So we know now I never got a form. Broke the law again. I never got a form telling me anything about a document. I was supposed to receive a document from these people. These people are nothing but liars. So I would like to know how you sent it to me, or when you sent it to me. You ain't sent me nothing, lady. You know that. You didn't even talk about. I ain't seen one mention about you meeting with me and my baby yet. This lady is a liar. This lady needs to be thrown in jail. And like I said, at the end of the day, my baby coming home. I'm going to be a case study because, my General Assembly, y'all need to step up and do something. You know these people broke the law and kidnapped my baby. You make the laws, you make sure they give me my baby back. They need to be doing a motion to dismiss with prejudice, and they need to return my daughter back to my custody in a timely manner. Why are you taking me to trial? Well, you know I ain't broke no law, and you know y'all framed me. The judges, Tarita Dunbar, Catherine Tiffany, Rochelle White Connors framed me for these charges and falsified documents, changed dates, all of them. Now, next time, I'm almost done with you, Haley, pretty much. Because we know you can't even you can't take the witness stand because you've committed perjury on December the 15th, 2021. You took that stand aside and Judge Rochelle Connors was presiding over my case. You took the witness stand and you lied. Everything is a lie. And I just proved it. So you committed perjury. You can go to jail for that, which I'm praying you do, and for some other things. So, everybody, I want y'all to keep in mind my email address. Parents have rights. PARENTS HAVE rights RAGHTS SCDSS@gmail.com. If you got a grandmother or aunt or whatever that's stuck with some nieces, nephews, grandchildren, and you just feel like something wasn't right and DSS abused their powers, send me an email because I'm going to help you out, and I want to make sure you get those section code laws so you can fight these people. Because these people breaking the laws and ain't nobody doing nothing about it. And that Michael Leach, he knows about it. And he need to step down. And I'm going to see if I can get our governor to help him step down because nobody should be treated like this. So once again, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Clarissa Speaks the Truth. And I love y'all. Be safe out there.